Congratulations, 10 million gems.
Oh my goodness!
Trevor McCoy, in 3.55 seconds, you were abandoned in the hospital when you were born and never met your birth parents.
You damn dirty ape.
What's wrong with you? Correct for 5,000 gems.
Ding ding.
Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Billionaire versus the Clock. Casserole is all sorted now, and yes, I have to say, Vic does make a mean casserole.
David, you can't say casserole on TV.
Oh yes, my mistake. Now today's contestant is Trevor McCoy. Now tell us a bit more about yourself. Any family, relationship status?
Currently single at the moment.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was in a relationship with a woman called Sally who was a 999 operator, but she dumped me after I tried using her as my phone a friend in my last appearance.
Right.
Then there was my fiancée Trisha, but I lost her.
Really sorry to hear that, mate. How did she die?
Oh no, she didn't die. I mean, I literally lost her. We went down to the woods one day, and I just couldn't find her anywhere.
Ah, I see. Anyway, Trevor, you've reached 5,000 gems and still got all 3 of your lifelines, a slight improvement on your previous appearance. You are 3 questions away from the next dimension, but let's see if we can get you up to 10,000 gems. Failing students is your category. Hopefully, you don't prove to be one of them. Ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. 45 seconds on the clock. Now you've reached the second tier of questions. Which school subject did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer reportedly struggle with and repeatedly go down in? Science, history, maths, English. Start the clock.
I know this one. I think it was prophesied in the song that he'll go down in history, so I'll go with B for 10,000.
B for 10,000, and it is. Let me just check my screen. Yes, B. Well done. Okay, next one up is for 25,000. Still got all 3 lifelines. Hopefully, you don't do anything stupid here, mate. Here we go. Statistically, what percentage of the world's population are below average intelligence? 20%, 35%, 50%, 65%. Start the clock.
Below average intelligence. You'd hope it was a low number like 20%, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was something high like 65%. Some people can do really stupid things sometimes.
You still have all your lifelines.
I think I'll ask the audience, please.
Stop the clock. Okay, audience. Trevor needs your help for 25,000. Keypads out. Let's try and help out. Each of the 4 buttons on your keypads corresponds to one of the answer choices. Please, if it's not too much effort, could you all vote? Now, thank you. Okay, so half of our audience are going with 50%. I'm going to resume the clock now.
Gosh, well that's like 4 billion people. I hope I'm not one of them.
Well, you didn't know this one, and half our audience did, so...
Maybe. Anyhow, let's go with them, please.
Please confirm.
Confirmed.
You had 10,000 gems, didn't have to play blah blah blah, went with the audience blah blah. You've just won 25,000 gems, well done. Okay, doing rather well. Got to 25,000 gems and you still have 2 lifelines left. How far would you like to go?
Well, hopefully a billion, but even a million would be nice.
Yes, truly the dream finish. But doing well though, you used your first lifeline.
Well, I'm hoping to keep the 50-50 so I can use it with the double dip.
Interesting plan.
If I could get the penultimate question right and still have those 2, that would be amazing, but just to be able to use them on one of them, it would be like a free pass.
true. Well, we need to get you there first. Yes, well, this is where I went wrong last time. I went out on this question. Annoyingly, Purzel told me I was right in everything. I see. Well, hopefully, second time is a charm for you. Which of these hospital wards recently reported an alarming increase of patients coming to them with serious peekaboo-related injuries? High dependency ward, major trauma centre, intensive care unit, coronary care unit. Start the clock, please.
I never got to play peekaboo when I was little, sadly.
That's one of the most upsetting things I've ever heard.
I don't know, I'll phone a friend.
Stop the clock. Okay, Trevor, let's see who you've got standing by. Trevor, there is no one on your friends list.
What do you mean?
You were meant to give us the numbers of 3 of your friends. Where are they?
Oh, I didn't realise I was meant to do that.
Well, how else are we supposed to ring them? Magic?
But last time I got told off for giving you numbers.
No, last time you got told off because you gave us the number for the emergency services, which you also asked us to call.
So what do I do?
Well, no friends, no lifeline. Sorry, not sorry.
David, I think we're being too harsh here.
Rules are rules, I'm afraid.
Have you got anyone with you in the audience, Trevor? No.
Well, looks like you're on your own. Still got 50-50.
I'll help him.
Tom, I don't think we're supposed to do that.
Come on, David. He should be allowed to use his lifeline.
But we don't offer this support to other contestants.
Yeah. Why do you want to help me so much? Well, it just feels right, you know? It feels right.
Fine, so how are we going to do it?
Here you go, Trevor. Here's my phone number. Call it anytime you need me. Seriously, anytime.
Right, well, let's get Tom on the line.
Hello, who is this?
Tom, you know it's me. Let's not mock about here. Trevor, you have 30 seconds, starting now.
Tom, do you know which hospital ward recently reported an alarming increase of peekaboo-related incidents? I do actually, Trevor. I think I might have even written this question. Oh, fantastic. What is it? It's the ICU, or the intensive care unit. Thank you so much. Not a problem. Give me a call later and let me know how you get on. Will do.
Right, okay, well, let's get on with it. We'll bring back the clock. You still have 50-50. Time resumes now.
Well, I'm going to be able to keep it because I'll go with Tom and say the ICU.
Which one's that?
C, intensive care unit.
Final?
Final.
Last time you were in the seat, you were mistakenly told you had won 50,000 gems when in fact you'd actually lost 20,000. This time, you are going to be mistakenly told you've just lost 20,000.
What?
It's the right answer, well done.
Yes, come on!
Trevor, that's 50,000 gems guaranteed. Now in a second, we are going to go to the next dimension where we can be playing for millions and millions of gems. Are you ready to cross over?
I think so.
Are you wearing your seatbelt?
Seatbelt? What seat? Ah!
You are now in the next dimension. The next question is for 100,000, but more importantly, you get 2 new lifelines, and here they are.
Oh, do I not get the same ones as Ariel?
Who?
The last contestants.
No, everyone gets different lifelines. The first one is a new one called Ask the Dragons, where you can pitch your question to them and see if they're willing to help you.
Right, I've never dealt with a dragon before. A few wyverns, but never a...
The other one is called Switch the Question. If you use this one, we'll get rid of your question and our computer will replace it with another question with the same difficulty. All the time you had used for that question is returned, but any lifelines that were used will not be reinstated.
Okay.
The next question is for 100,000 gems. You have nothing to lose on it, and it would be a crime to not have a go. Here we go. 2 minutes on the clock, plus your banked time of 1 minute and 38 seconds. Here comes your question. Which of these crimes did not warrant the death penalty under the days of Jam Jam's tyrannical rule? Putting pineapple on a pizza, wearing socks and sandals, not cutting toast diagonally, putting milk in before cereal. Start the clock.
Right, so Jam Jam was overthrown back in 2008 when I was, I think, 14.
Any memories of that time?
I don't think we ever had pineapple on a pizza, but then again, I don't know what sane person would do that, legal or illegal. Likewise, I don't know why any sane person would wear both socks and sandals. If you're wearing sandals, you want to let your toes breathe.
You have 3 lifelines and a free shot here.
End of the day, I don't know, and I don't think 50-50 is really going to help me. I think I'd like to switch the question.
Okay, you're switching this one out. Let's say you wanted to guess, what would you have said?
I actually have done D before, so I would hope that wouldn't result in me being executed.
Let's see the right answer. Okay, so yes, D wasn't the death penalty. It was even permitted, but only under extreme situations. You would have needed to convince a jury that you were running late to work or something like that.
Right, well, that was my reasoning for doing it that one time.
Any other sins to confess?
I'll say no.
Okay, well in that instance, let's get you a new question for 100,000 gems. Food activist Brock O'Lee once unsuccessfully campaigned to make venison sausages illegal in Britain for which reason? They weren't vegetarian, they were too dear, they weren't environmentally friendly, he had nothing better to do. Start the clock again. How about this one?
No, I've got an idea, but I'm not certain.
Still have 2 lifelines left. You can 50-50 and you can ask the dragons.
I am between 2, which is why I think I'll use 50-50.
Stop the clock. Okay, computer, this is for 100,000 gems. Please eliminate 2 wrong answers, leaving us the right answer and the most plausible wrong answer. Okay, I'm going to resume the clock now.
Okay, that's alright. I was just unsure if it was to do with the expense or the environmental impact, so I'm pleased to see C go.
Right, you see, when we had our meeting about that question, that was the option I thought we should have kept in, but the other 2 overruled me.
Well, that is something. Okay, I'm going to say B, please.
You're saying B?
Yes, they were too dear, too expensive.
Final answer?
You know it.
Just yes or no, please.
Sorry, David. Yes, final answer.
You've just won 100 grand.
Yes!
So that's 100 grand, but don't take it for granted. Anyway, this next question is worth 5 times your previous amount, $500,000. You still have 1 lifeline left, but let's see if we can upgrade you to the next amount. Another 2 minutes, plus you said final answer with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock, so we'll add that on too. Here it comes. Which member of the Paw Patrol was the first to receive an official upgrade to their vehicle? Chase, Marshall, Rocky, Sky. Start the clock.
I don't know who any of them are.
Never watched it.
Well, no one to watch it with. Isn't it like a children's programme?
Well, maybe. I never miss an episode, me. I used to watch it with my son, but then he apparently outgrew it.
So do you know this?
No, this is far too obscure.
Well, that fills me with confidence.
You do have a lifeline.
Might as well use it.
Okay, stop the clock. Okay, so you're currently on the Millionaire set. This is stage 3. You need to go down those stairs, across the hall and towards stage 6, and you should see the den. The dragons are all there and expecting you.
Okay, do I go now?
Yes, go to the den and then come straight back and let us know how you get on.
Will do.
Next to enter the den is Trevor McCoy.
Hello Dragons, my name is Trevor McCoy. I'm currently playing a game of Who Wants to Be a Billionaire versus the Clock. I'm seeking an investment of some of your knowledge. The question is, which member of the Paw Patrol was the first to receive an upgrade to their vehicle? Options being Chase, Marshall, Rocky or Sky. Thank you for listening and I will be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Trevor. How much money have you currently made so far?
100,000 gems, but I'm hopeful to increase that to 500,000 gems with a correct answer to this question.
Okay, and how are you getting on in the game? Do you have any other lifelines after us?
No, I'm afraid you're my last one.
I don't know, brethren. It's like he doesn't have any lifelines left.
Do you have any knowledge on the Paw Patrol?
I'm afraid not.
Duncan Valentine has heard enough.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You've come here to ask us about a children's TV programme. And not only that, but you don't have a bloody clue how any of this works. I think I've had enough. I'm out.
Duncan Valentine is the first dragon to declare himself out. What will Deborah Meaden make of him?
Hi, Trevor.
Hi, Deborah.
I know a fair bit about the Paw Patrol, and I would say I'm, reasonably confident.
Okay.
I would like to make you an offer. I'm 80% sure on the answer, and I can give that to you. But in return, I want 20% of your winnings.
Deborah Meaden has made an offer. What will Peter Jones bring to the table?
Hello, Trevor.
Hi, Peter.
Yes, I also think I know a decent bit about the Paw Patrol. I'm not an expert, but I think I know which one got the first vehicle upgrade.
Okay.
I'd say I'm about 70% sure, and I'll provide you my answer, but I want 15% of your winnings.
15%?
2 dragons have invested so far. What will Theo Paphitis say?
One of my favourite programmes, this. I think I might know too. I'd say I'm about 70% sure.
Okay.
I'm willing to provide you with my answer for 12.5% of your winnings.
3 of the 4 dragons have made Trevor an offer. Now Trevor must decide which dragon, or dragons, he goes for.
Peter, any reason why I should go with you instead of Theo?
I think I have a better understanding of the Paw Patrol than the other 2. Although I've not watched it, I know there's an asteroid strike which destroys all their original vehicles, which I'm assuming the other 2 don't know.
That is useful knowledge. Would you be willing to reduce your percentage to match Theo?
No, but if you can pay me back 250,000 gems, I will be willing to drop my share to 5%.
Peter has told Trevor that he would be willing to drop his share, making Peter the cheaper choice if he goes far in the game.
Okay, I've made my decision. I'd like to go with Peter, please.
Good decision. The answer is Chase.
Well, Trevor, a good experience in the den, and hopefully you have an answer worth 500,000 gems.
I'm hoping so.
Well, it's been good to meet you. Are you ready to go back to the hot seat?
Yes.
Okay, Trevor, welcome back.
Thank you, David.
Evan has informed me you received an offer.
I did.
And you will be relinquishing 15% of your winnings if the answer you were given is correct.
Yes.
Okay, 4 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. Trevor, your time continues now.
I'm going to go with Peter's answer and say A, Chase, final answer.
You had 100,000 gems. You've just won 500,000.
Yes!
Okay, so 1 question away from 1,000,000 and 3 away from 1,000,000,000. No lifelines left. I'm hoping this isn't going to be the end of the line for you. But it's the end of the line for tonight's episode. We'll be back in about, I don't know, a month. See how Trevor gets on then. Will he be our first billionaire? He probably won't, considering he doesn't have any lifelines left, and if he does, it would be a bit suspicious.
Anyway, we'll see you soon.
David, we're in the Premier League.
Yes, Jerry, this is not the first time you've mentioned that.
We're a Premier League side now, David.
You'll probably just get relegated again at the end of the season.
Well, Scott Parker's never been relegated as a manager, except for his first season at Fulham. Except that wasn't really his fault, because they're already going down anyway.